Today we're going to learn all about volcanism. Not that kind of volcanism, this kind of volcanism. So why should we study volcanism other than that it's very cool and very interesting? Well, it's a way to know what's going on below the surface of Earth. We really don't have very many other tools to show us that. Also, our atmosphere and our ocean actually came from gases released during eruptions in our early Earth. All volcanoes have some main features. One would be your magma chamber here under the crust of Earth. Then you have your main vent, your crater, a secondary vent, secondary cones, and so forth. Here are some vocabulary terms for your perusal. Most of us grow up having some misconceptions about volcanoes. One that I wanted to bring up was that volcanoes are only destructive. In reality, they give us geothermal energy resources, providing us with electricity. Ash rain enriches the soil and gives nutrients to plants, and it helps farmers save money on fertilizer. It provides chemicals for many of our cleaning products, things we don't even realize, and they're in our cupboards. It helps with tourism and provides unique habitats for organisms. Now, why do we have this misconception? Well, I think it's because of where we live or have lived, and we usually only see the destructive video footage from volcanoes. So why are some volcanoes more explosive and others are quiescent or less destructive? Well, it has to do with the viscosity or the thickness of the magma. Now, this viscosity or thickness can be affected by temperature, the amount of silica, or the amount of gases that are found in the magma. Now, there are three types of volcanoes: a shield volcano, composite volcano, and cinder cone. So the shield volcano kind of looks like a warrior's shield, and it has a low silica level and a low viscosity, and therefore it is not usually as explosive as some of the ones we're used to seeing. Some examples you will find in Finland or Mauna Loa, Hawaii. If you notice, they're very flat-like. They are like that shield, so that's how they're aptly named. The composite volcanoes are high in silica, high in viscosity, high in gas, and they are highly explosive. These are the ones we usually think of when we think of volcanoes. And here are a couple of examples: Mount Rainier in Washington, Mount Fuji in Japan. The third kind is a cinder cone, and these have low silica lava, high levels of gas. They have like a fountain type eruption, and they're structurally weak. Here are a couple of examples, one in Hawaii and one in the Galapagos. There are three types of materials that are extruded during eruption. One is the liquid rock, the lava that we're used to seeing. One are the gases that are produced. And one are the pyroclastic materials, such as volcanic ash, lapilli, volcanic bombs, and volcanic blocks. Now, these can be literally shot out like rockets from the volcano. And thus they are named pyro for fire and clast for fragments. So fragments that are coming out of this fiery volcano. One of the places that is very famous where people were just buried alive in pyroclastic materials was Pompeii, Italy. I want to talk about misconception number 2. Volcanoes only erupt through the top vent. Truth is, lava will escape wherever there's a crack or opening in the sides and on the top, depending on the pressure in which it is ready to erupt. Now, why do we think this? Well, it all starts in elementary school, where we make a volcano and it usually has just one opening by which the lava is supposed to come out. Now, where are most volcanoes found? It's strategic. They are found generally around where there's plate tectonic action going on. Now, volcanoes are also found underwater, on other planets, and moons. So don't just think they're on land. They are everywhere. Connections to explore. One of the things is that the roads that we drive down and different tiles and different construction materials are often made from volcanic items. Volcanic rock is often used in landscaping. Volcanic rock is often used in landscaping. From our roads to the sidewalks we walk on. And we would only have 49 states if it weren't to do with volcanoes. Hawaii was totally formed from volcanoes, and it's our 50th state. A lot of us use pumice stone on our feet or our elbows or hands. It's used in the beauty supply area. Volcanoes may help slow climate change by blocking sunlight. Many airlines ground their planes when there is volcanic activity in the neighboring countries due to the great damage that it can cause on engines and destruction on airplanes. I hope you enjoyed this section of volcanism.